Hey everybody, I'm excited to present the second poker game from ICC with Joe Polizzi, Vishal, Andrea, and Carlos. I mean, it's a great team. We have a lot of fun. We talk about different strategies, different approaches to content marketing, but we have some of the best content marketers in the world in this conversation. And so we get to see some great insights and some awesome dialogue. Don't forget, if you like this show and you like this content from all these speakers, that you can buy the ICC presentations on demand by going to Enterprise Marketer, checking out this podcast, and then going to the link. And I hope to see you at the end of the show where we have another announcement about Content Marketing World. Well, welcome everybody to the second poker game, and I'm guessing it's the best poker game.
Oh yeah, it's not even close.
And so tonight we have Joe Polizzi, who is the founder of the Content Marketing Institute. I don't think he needs an introduction. And we have Vish, who is the 2015 Content Marketer of the Year and an amazing marketer. Then we have Andrea Ames from IBM, who is the geekiest lady I've met today. And we nerded out.
That's a compliment. That's good.
That's a total compliment.
And then we've got Carlos from 3M.
From IB3M.
Yeah, IB3M.
It's a new hybrid venture.
Yeah. And he has one of the coolest jobs because he gets to help people with content marketing in an organization that has about 1 billion products. And I think I respect all you guys, and I'm excited to see this game. And then, of course, our dealer tonight, Pamela Muldoon.
The one, the only.
Yes. And she will start us out with you've already introduced everybody and got the...
Yes, we're ready to go. We got our small blind, our big blind. We got our dealer button set. So let's shuffle up and deal.
Yeah, here we go.
Very exciting.
Here we go.
Very exciting.
This is...
All right. So since Carlos is first, let's see, we got big blind here. You are actually first to act, Andrea. So you can either bet 200 or fold. 200 minimum or folds. We got a call.
Definitely a call from me.
Call
here.
from Carlos.
Yes.
All right,
Joe,
there you go.
you're gonna call.
Call.
And do you want to raise or do you want to check? Check. Okay.
There we go.
We have a family pod, friends.
Nice.
Oh, we're all in it.
Yeah.
I like it. This is already frisky.
Family.
All right, so Joe, you're going to be first to act here. Do you want to check
I'm
or
gonna
would you like to
check.
bet? We got a check from Joe. Fish.
Check.
Check. Check. Carlos?
Check.
Ooh, we got a friendly game. What the heck's going on here?
We all
Just
got terrible
wait.
cards.
I know we got a friendly game. Joe, what would you like to do? Check
We
or
got a
bet?
flush on.
We got a check. Check. We got a bet going
Oh,
on.
we got a player.
We're still blind, right?
It's
You can look.
it's
You
a
can look.
$100 minimum. Yeah, $100
still-
minimum to no limit. So.
I'll
do you
just
wanna bet?
I'll just put another 100 in.
Okay. Or actually 200. I'm sorry.
Or 200. That's what I thought.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep.
That's
So
big.
$200
That's
bet.
big money. Look
If you run out of...
We're gonna need more
coins,
money
we can
here.
do some more. Yeah, we're gonna...
Yeah, we're gonna
I've got
hemorrhaging
deep
right off
pockets
the
here,
spot.
and so
Yeah.
it's just 20 points. to
Hemorrhaging
everybody.
right off the
I
spot.
can grab another 1,000 if I have.
Yeah.
And we only have one more card coming, right?
You have one
Correct.
more card.
The river.
That's the river
The
card.
The river's going to
River's
flow
on its
soon.
way, yes.
Well, the river is not flowing in my direction.
So does that mean you're going to fold?
I'm
Okay,
folding.
we got a fold from Carlos. So Joe, are you going to bet 200 or more, or are you going to bet?
When in Vegas, we gotta see what
We
she's
got a call.
got. I think she's
You
bluffing.
think she's bluffing?
I think she's bluffing.
All
This
right.
is
So when in Henderson, fold.
Anderson.
Thank you.
okay, and then there were two.
All right, so we're down to 2. So we got 2 more. Put into the pot
I have
here.
a quick question.
Yes, sir.
When you're in Vegas and you're trying to, like, as in Rome, do you eat vegan?
No, there's too many good steakhouses here.
Okay, all right.
It's pretty
Anyway.
much big
Valid
asset.
question. They can't grow vegetables here.
So, Andrea, check or bet? Check. All
only
right,
Oh,
let's see the cards, see who the winner is.
I got.
We got
Ooh,
ace 3.
aces, three.
Oh, you should have like really went up. I was
got
going for a
two
straight, and I didn't
pairs.
get my
Nice.
straight.
Conservative.
No, she did that intentionally. Just that was a small bet to try
If
to
she
keep
would have
it.
bet, she probably could have sucked more money out of me. But
Nicely.
She
I'll
was-
take this.
she was, yeah.
Wow.
She was reasonable.
See, now if I was in the real casino, I'd be quitting right
Yeah.
now. I'd be like, okay, I'm
I'd be putting it all in. See, that's
Yeah.
the difference between you and I'm like, oh, now I'm good. Awesome.
So one of the questions I have for everybody between this hand is, what is the most interesting thing you've heard here this week? Could have been from a speaker, could have been from a practitioner in the audience, or maybe just through conversation with your buddies.
Well, I mean, I'll start and I had some conversations with some people here that they some of the attendees feel they're not ready to do anything around AI, and they're not ready to do what like Arrow Electronics is doing and actually like purchasing media companies. And my contention is, no, we're right in the heat of the moment of opportunity, which is why we had them speak today. But who am I to say?
Yeah.
You are.
Whatever. Whatevs.
What do you know?
You know.
Whatevs.
Like you've ever gotten anything right.
Yeah, really.
Wrong. Yeah.
What about you, Vish?
There was something Robert Rose said during his keynote. He was talking about how we've given way to accepting inefficiency. And I thought that was really interesting, but probably for a converse reason than you think, because I thrive in, going ahead and accepting inefficiency. Because when you work in a small spot with limited resources, you can't help but accept that you're going to be inefficient in a lot of ways. And the trick for me is figuring out how to use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be inefficient, if you're never going to be able to compete at the level that someone with 100 times your budget is going to, how can you use that to your advantage? To me, that's
good.
That's the question at hand.
That's
awesome.
deep, man.
It is
Is it?
deep.
I-
Makes
yeah.
me feel
I'm
better
gonna
about
keep
the
on
audio
Yeah.
issues we had.
Right here. It's right here, man.
Kind of breaking the heart.
Exactly.
I'm going to pass and go
We're gonna
forth.
check.
Go
We're gonna
ahead.
check that question.
Come check that question. Sorry.
She's checking the
Just
question,
get 'em.
Carlos, so it's to you.
Well, I have a first favorite and a second favorite
Well,
thing
then
I
give
heard.
it to her. Whisper in her ear.
All right, yeah.
My favorite is in 6 parts.
Yes.
That's your normal answer.
Somebody get the guy a
Two
post-it note so he
words.
can remember this stuff.
Yeah. So the first chapter of the first part, chapter 1, 1.1.1,
B.
is the quote, become your own head of experimentation. That I think it was in LinkedIn, they have a role who's like the head of experimentation or chief experimentation person or whatever, which I just thought was great. That in this data era and in this era of understanding that, hey man, in the world of relationship development and content and marketing and all this kind of stuff, that it is a science, which means experimentation, which means exploration and trying things out and see how they work and iterate on it. And it's so great that we've been using this sort of fail fast rhetoric a lot, and I also thought that it was interesting. There was a lot of backlash today around the whole fail fast thing, because some people are maybe sort of using that as fancy wallpaper for just continuing to do arbitrary often.
Yeah.
Right? So that
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
very good.
That's good.
Write that
Wait,
book.
let me
Somebody-
tweet
yeah.
that. We're recording
That's-
this, right?
That's
You
an
need to tweet
amazing
that.
domain right there.
Yeah. I wait till the tape's rolling before I start. And then there was also Robert's. Then there was Robert's thing
You
around.
should have heard him before the tapes, right? He
Yeah.
wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, it was-
today.
Terrible. And then it's just amazing. How do you
Yeah.
do that?
And then there was Robert's thing about how we use these like real world metaphors or no analog metaphors in a digital world, like I just did with the tape rolling.
Tape
Because
roll.
who's ever rolled tape?
Right.
For a while. Aside from 3M, we have a lot of tape. But my second
The floppy
favorite.
disk kings of the world.
So my
That's
first
a product plug-in.
my first favorite. My first favorite was to be your own experimentation officer. So to do that. But then the second one was Joe coming up and saying, just not while you're in Vegas, right? Because the experiments
Oh, you
out.
got that.
I got that. Yeah. Because the experiments out here can get pretty fast and
Yeah,
loose.
like build a hotel with nothing around.
So when we get back to Minnesota, then we'll do it.
They could, yeah.
Carlos, what's your Twitter handle?
Carlos_Abler. That's CARLO. No.
Awesome. All right, so let's do small blind,
blind.
big blind. So
Okay.
you need a 100 and a 200 from you, Andrea.
I can do that. And while I do that, I will tell you
And then,
that
yes.
my big thing was not a surprise specifically, but I was super stoked that Robert had the cojones to say that we're subverting strategy for execution.
Yeah.
Amen, brother. Touch the warm little cockles of
Yeah.
my heart. And I can't tell you how many times a day I think that and get really
I
irritated.
know for a guy on PNR that says we're not going to go political, he came straight out.
He did. He went.
Like boom, 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 and then after that, he's just he mic dropped all day.
Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
jeez.
Yeah, he did. That was, I have to say, I've seen him keynote several times and not even always at your conferences. And today was,
You like this one the best?
He was on
I
today.
love the controversy Right? I mean, I tell it like it is, brother. Don't be smarming around. That's no fun.
During the 11 interviews, I swear, like 5 or 6 times.
Oh, Robert
In-
Rose.
Robert
I
Rose,
quoted
Robert
him at
Rose,
least
Robert
twice.
Rose.
maybe
Really?
three
Yeah, it
times.
was the
Oh my.
keynote.
Well,
He inspired
let's
more
not tell Robert Rose that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I quote,
Nobody
I quote,
named Robert Rose needs to know that.
Yes.
without Robert listening, I quote him to my kids.
He won't listen.
Oh, your poor children.
What
What would
we're all
Robert
wearing-
Rose
What
do?
would Robert
Honey, I'm
Rose
going
do?
to tell you the tale of Robert Rose.
Children.
Oh, children,
Hear
gather round.
about Robert again.
He pulled the sword out of her mouth, right?
Daddy, please tell us about Robert Rose.
Oh,
All right, shuffle
Robert,
the
if you're
game.
watching,
All
we
right.
really do love you.
All right, let's gamble.
So your bet's
All right,
200
so
to you.
Carlos,
Oh,
it
200
is
to me?
either a minimum 200 or whatever you'd like to do. Do you ready to pay to play? You feel good?
I'm just gonna keep it at 200 right now.
we gotta
Yeah.
call.
I need to see some
Call.
stuff before I'm gonna start
I'm
throwing
gonna.
out.
What do I need to do? I
You either need to call for 100 or you can raise it.
I'm gonna call and raise.
Oh, well, you can only do one or the other, but
Based-
we'll say
I'm gonna
raise.
raise.
Okay,
Oh.
thank you, thank you. So
Based
we're
on
up to
utter
300.
ambiguity, I might add.
So it's going to be 300 now. It's going to cost you another $100 to play to see these first
Wait,
three
she
cards.
got 400.
Yeah, she got 400.
Well, oh, do you want to raise or do you want to call? She's
raise
raised
that.
She's like,
Okay.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
a puppy.
What?
We have 400 to play.
don't worry, we got a whole
Okay,
bunch of chips
I-
here.
I
we
might-
can,
Well, Carlos, you
we
can
can
do
roll
it.
them back out.
My
We got gamblers over here. Yeah, she's ready to play.
I
She
got to at
won.
least see the flop here.
I mean,
Here,
my
Joe. This is
temptation.
how I play Monopoly, Joe. Is just pull from this one you
Yeah,
need.
I'm gonna re-raise you as I
Exactly.
reach over.
It's like, yeah, this is a Monopoly bank over here.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of chips over there.
Once you pass go, we'll give you.
Well,
another
then why
200.
not? I mean,
Alright,
there's an
exactly.
unlimited pot over there. I mean, what?
You need to see the
Okay.
flop, Joe? 200 bucks.
Nobody's raising again. Just call. I want to see the flop.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's see. Let's react to something.
Alright.
This is so.
Come on.
This is just
I
arbitrary.
wish you had a real
silly.
poker table, Carlos. That'd be a good time.
Yeah. Okay, I'll see you upstairs. I do have
We
some
don't have a
chips with
poker
me
room
actually.
here. All right, so it's on
Ooh.
you first, and you can either
Yeah,
check
I'm
or
gonna
bet.
check.
You got to check or bet. Check or bet.
I'm gonna put in some real money from upstairs. No. So this is well, okay, all right. Check.
Careful, the dealer might have to slip those into her sleeve.
You're supposed to tip the deal.
Check.
All right, I'll check.
Check.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's
all right.
good.
You know, sweet and generous again. All right, and we got a check or bet here. Check, Andrea. Oh, she says we're gonna put.
She's got all the cards.
To the pot.
Shit.
We got at least $100. All right.
Now
we got
she is from
$100 bet.
IBM, guys, so they don't know how to bluff.
I'm gonna raise.
Hey now.
Oh, we got a raise.
500.
That's a lot of money.
So it's going to cost you $500 to keep
It's
playing
not
this
gonna
game.
cost me anything.
So we need
This is good- good
400
pot.
You know
yards.
what? He is just, he's pulling my chain.
You
isn't
think
he?
so?
Wow,
You
look
think,
at that.
you think
Yes,
he's
go for
bluffing?
it.
Oh.
Okay.
That's right. I'm pulling your chain.
All right,
That's
all right.
exactly right.
So we got 400 more.
That's what it's all about.
I just want to
Please
point
don't
out.
show me your cards.
I want to point out that most of our it's arbitrary. You guys are just doing arbitrary stuff anyway.
Totally.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know how to play this game. So
She's doing great though. This is how it worked out.
Joe
last
is
time,
about
too.
to
She
take
just-
advantage of the fact that I don't
She
know how to
just
play
likes the
this
color
game.
green.
I
That's
do.
all-
I love
That's all
green.
we've
I
got.
think we'd say she's failing fast.
Yes, right.
Yes.
She's failing
That's
fast.
what it's all about.
Experimentation and failing fast.
All right.
Execution as opposed to strategy is really the watchword.
Just make it happen.
Okay, I'm.
You're thinking about it way too much, Carlos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carlos
No, I'm just
says
waiting
this
for you
is
guys
too-
to get done talking.
This is too
All
rich
right,
for my blood.
we're two
It's a
in.
platform.
All right,
Andrea
so we're heads
Joker
up.
here.
All
Again,
right.
the Andrea joke.
Oh no.
Andrea, check your bet.
Raise.
Jeez.
She says
look at
500.
Wait, can I have my cards back?
Well done.
It's a $500 bet.
This is
I think she
the
liked
fact
the
that she
river.
did that with absolutely
I
no
know,
thought
absolutely no
Yeah.
cause whatsoever.
makes me feel fairly confident. I'm
Are you
going to
gonna-
call that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
absence of thought was a sign.
All right, so since you were first to bet, you show your cards first. We got 7, 8,
Oh.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That girl has gotten
Are
herself
you
a-
kidding me?
Whoa!
She got that on the
All right.
Riverview!
Oh, that's great.
We're gonna end this
I don't
game.
have any idea how to play this game, Barbara.
Hey, I think we end this game. We go to the casino with her.
Yeah.
Give her our money.
I actually had a good hit. I had 2 pair.
You did.
I had the win up to the last card.
And I would have had 2 pair too if I would have kept in and been, because I would have had 2 6s and 2 9s, but we would have both
I
been
just
crushed by
heard
her.
wham,
You would've been-
wham,
yeah.
wham. That's all
She
I
would've had
heard.
No, you heard a strategic decision.
You made the smart decision.
I did.
Yes,
You got-
this is what I get to do
you
for
got
you,
out.
We
Andrea.
found a new charity
Oh,
of Keith Joe in the game.
You're taking
Oh,
everybody's
wow.
big money.
That's all right. I still got a 1,000, right?
You're taking
Yeah.
everybody's
That's okay. I'm not breaking it.
$1,200
I'm-
You can always check it
Chip
out.
in a chair, baby. Chip in a chair.
And so,
Drinks
Joe,
are on
you
it.
have
Yeah.
a new
Clearly.
book coming out,
Yes.
and it's called Killing
All my
Marketing.
fake money.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, if
How
I
did
can
you pick the
pay for
title?
them with fake
'Cause-
money.
Okay, we have a question here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a question on the
The
table?
question is, how did you pick the title Killing Marketing?
The original title for Killing Marketing was actually Marketing Profit. And then we were sleeping after we said that because nobody would be, I mean, that's so inside. The idea behind the book is,
Yeah.
rethinking marketing as a profit center itself. So that's the whole idea. And I actually believe it's true. I think that the marketing department should be a profit center.
Yes.
And the first chapter of the book was called Killing Marketing, and the whole idea was, well, if we're going to launch into this new model, we actually have to get rid of this very inefficient model that's not working, rethink that, and then as we're like, wow, killing marketing, that's probably, I mean, that's very polarizing. And then we're like, okay, whatever. So we started to run that title by a number of people and friends, and then we had some people that loved it and some people that absolutely hated it. And I'm like, that's
That's
it.
the title.
That's it.
Yes.
We want, because I got a lot of it was, Joe, that doesn't sound like a book you'd write. I'm like, sign me up.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
exactly what
That's
we
the
wanted
point,
to do.
right?
So that's the whole idea.
Yeah. Do you guys have examples of times that you've turned your, maybe not your whole marketing department because you're from very large companies, but maybe you've turned them into profit centers, with some of the efforts that you've had, be able to bring in specific amounts of money or revenue from your marketing?
He's
Well,
looking at you guys.
I mean, monetizing content, to some degree, but not so much.
Yeah.
Certainly, driving return on investment, particularly, I mean, we're in a heavy B2B space. So
Mhm.
if you can optimize the pipeline anywhere, you will optimize revenue and increase
Yeah.
decrease close times and that sort of thing.
Which if you can prove the ROI, then you are increasing revenue.
Yeah, but especially with value-added content and that type of thing. But so definitely there's been good return on investment in many cases.
Awesome. What are you saying?
Since I'm like the only non-marketing person,
You're in marketing.
Here is marketing. Is
You just won't accept it.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Even I
is there like an
accepted it.
AA for?
You're
marketing?
in step
My name is
one.
Andrew.
My name's Andrea A. and
Yeah.
You've been in
I'm
step
not a
one
marketing
for a
person.
very long
Very
time.
Step one's a very long time.
You need to admit you have a marketing problem.
Yes.
Me too.
You will have a gambling problem after tonight.
Clearly, I'm gonna have a gambling
Oh my
problem.
God, yes.
I love it. So no, I don't have enough control over marketing
Yeah.
to make it
To be able
a
to
profit
push it.
center or
Yeah.
not. Yeah. Someday when I'm queen of the world, you betcha.
Yeah.
It's coming.
You're well on
It's
your way.
inevitable.
I've got the manual for it,
You will.
so I'm just gonna follow.
When you
the
go out
manual.
on your own, like these events, everybody looks like, wow, how did you get all that stuff and how did you put it all together? It's like, there's a whole bunch of other marketing teams that would love to do what I'm doing. So I go to them and say, hey, can you give me some cash? And then I'll go buy the stuff and do it. And they're like, sign me up. So I've never paid for one of these events. And the equipment, I stopped buying that like 3 years ago. And I've always found other people who want to do this
to fund your
to
crazy.
fund it.
Yes.
And then they get benefit. out of it. Yeah,
Got
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
exactly.
Well,
I'm just,
that's actually a really good point because that's how you start generating revenue. Like you would say, we have this amazing idea to do this, whatever content initiative, to some experience to your customer, and then you say, who's a non-competitive partner that would want in on this?
Right.
And then that's how it starts to work, and you're like, oh my God, we actually made a direct profit off of that initiative. Plus, we're driving return on marketing investment over here. So but a lot of people don't think that. We think
Right.
that we have
Yeah.
to sort of just do it ourselves without that partner.
exactly. You've only submitted invoices. You've never asked for them to be created for you. Like, I don't even know what the process is for that.
Yeah, it's a very outlandish concept for leadership to even think that way
Yeah.
because, so many folks, at the leadership level in companies are still trying to understand what marketing's value proposition is, and for it to really be considered a strategic thing. And so when you start coming in with these crazy ideas like, hey, content is a product, and all that type of thing, it's there's a real it's when you're still dealing with kind of at a 101 level of what all of this is, and suddenly you leap to these really advanced concepts. It's
Well, you
can
and
be
I
quite
were
a
talking
challenge.
about it today about buying. If you bought a media company, and they said you can't go in talking about content marketing or content as a profit. You talk about buying an asset, and that asset adding to the valuation of the company.
Right.
That's it. That's
Right.
all they care about. If you just talked about it like that, by the way, this asset happens to be a media company or content or whatever, it doesn't really matter. We're going to say, we're going to buy this at X, and our general X earnings is 6 times or 7 times. We can immediately add that, and that can add value to the stock price versus our cash getting 2 or 3%.
Right.
So that's how, if I was going into a CEO, I would pitch it, and I'd never say content marketing one time.
Right.
Always-
Right.
That's a
So,
good idea.
and then you do your own, do whatever you want. You call it whatever you want into.
There can be some decreased cost arguments. For example, we hear this all the time, right? We got to keep investing in the top of the funnel and pre-awareness and awareness and demand and all this kind of stuff. Meanwhile, you can be hemorrhaging, in churn, and then you just end up spending all that money again to go reacquire
Yep.
the people you had already acquired
Yep.
because you're not focusing on retention.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And so if you can come up with ways to quantify not just all the money that you're losing from churn rate, which is in and of itself is a pretty strong argument, but what you're respending. So
Right,
this
to
is kind of like
reacquire.
it's kind of like a content duplication argument, but there's a lot of cost related arguments you can make but again, you may be sort of at a phase with certain leadership where you're educating them about these aspects of the funnel and how it works
Right,
and everything
right.
in the first place. But there are some pretty significant cost arguments that are strongly adjacent to the kind of education you need to do in order for them to understand retention and churn and
Yeah.
the value of what you can get from existing customers.
Well, in certain kinds of businesses, that's an even bigger argument. I mean, where we are with cloud, retention is everything, right? I mean, you've got it, you're reacquiring them every month, essentially, as they pay their monthly bill. So you've got to really be thinking about that, because losing them means you're probably losing them for life, right?
Yeah.
They're probably never coming back. So there isn't any reacquisition at that point. That's an even bigger cost, right? And you really want to increase that lifetime value of that customer. And it gets a lot trickier when you've got cloud software going on.
Did you know 70% of Twitter users watch videos found in their newsfeed? Here's a tip: use visuals in your tweets. People are 3 times more likely to engage with a tweet that includes a video. Create short, visually entertaining videos to grab your followers' attention in their timelines. Quickly and easily publish videos to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at once with Brightcove Social. Learn more at brightcove.com.
Well, it's okay. I'm almost out of money.
All right, shuffle up the deal,
Well,
Pamela.
we have 2 hands and you have all the money.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
100, 200 for the blind there, sir.
That's
We
it.
need you to be big
IBM
blind.
fixing
Okay.
it again.
So you're already
We've all
in the
heard
hand.
multitasking doesn't
We'll
work.
just decide. Stay
Even
at
the
200
woman
or
is
somebody
failing
raise.
at multitasking, yeah, that's not good.
I think
All right.
I think somebody accidentally folded it.
So we're still blind right now, right?
You are in, yes, we're pre-flop, so first to act is Joe. Do you
Oh,
want
good. I
minimum
have 200
$200
now. There you go.
He just happens to have
We
to.
have a call, all right, so you can call for 100 more, or you can raise, whatever you'd like to do. Okay, and you can either check it, or you can raise, Carlos. It's entirely
Well,
up
I'm
to
gonna go over to the bank here. And
Okay.
I'm gonna grab 5 of these things
Okay,
because
I-
you
yeah.
have all the money.
you. Right?
That's a good nickname for you now.
The
The
bank.
bank. The bank.
The bank.
Okay, so what am I throwing in
So
here?
you wanna, you can either
Check.
check
Yeah.
if you're good, or you can raise.
Oh,
You
no,
have
no,
that
no, I'm
option.
checking.
Okay, you
Yeah.
got a family file.
This arbitrary raising before cards go down, I don't get it.
When you have a 7 and an 8 in your hand, you
I want to play
arbitrarily
at a real
raise.
table
It's
for all
like
the wrong reasons.
some Nostradamus thing.
This isn't content. This is hard.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
All right, woo,
first
all
one.
right.
Everybody's
Okay,
winning.
so Andrea, you're first to act. You can check or you can bet. Minimum 200. So is that a $500 bet?
That is a $500
We got a
bet.
$500
Joe's
bet
gonna
on
go
the table,
all in.
people.
I'm
Or he's
gonna
gonna
go all in
fold.
on this
I
one
have
just to
no
stay in.
idea if that's a tell or not, but that is a $500 bet.
That's
So-
a substantial amount of money.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the kind of
Do
bet
you
you
need a
make.
loan?
That's the kind of bet you make when you
So how
have all
many
the
points are
money.
you going to charge you?
So you have to either
'Cause we got the
qualify, or
cargo
you can
van.
go all in
We
with
can
all-
take
no,
him out to the
remember,
desert
it is
if he
no
doesn't
limit.
pay
You
in
can
time.
go all in whenever you want. So there's no limit, you know.
Okay, so there's only 2 more cards coming, right?
Correct.
I'm folding right now.
Okay,
I'm
he's
getting
like,
out of
screw
this
this, all
craziness.
right.
And I know how you guys do it.
I have to, this. I'm going all in.
Joe
I
is going
have to
all
go.
in. So he's
So
going
this
all in
is-
for 1,000.
That's it.
Okay, so the bet is now.
So I
1,000.
can't raise any more because I'm out.
He's
I'm
all in?
right
But
You're
here.
the
we can
all-in
decide- we
on
can
content
decide
marketing
bets.
guy, aren't you?
He's all in.
I'm all
He's all
in.
in.
Right or
But
wrong,
he
win or
doesn't call it-
lose.
But not when you're talking
My
about
friend.
videos, right? We call it something else.
Right.
We call it
All right,
acquisition.
I'm going to tell you, I got a terrible hand, but I'm tired of it being the Joe and Andrea game, so I'm going to.
Oh
My
yeah.
man.
So we got
I
a
like
call
it,
to
yeah.
all in. So it's at least 500. All right. So here, what's going to happen
We got a side pod.
is we could have a side pot because you two could still bet against each other.
Joe's
okay?
too poor.
Joe has to sit and watch the rest of this play out, but you could.
As do we all.
So this is the pot that the 3 of you are. But if you guys bet, there'll be a side pot. Okay. All right. So let's see. So Andrea, oh my goodness.
Ooh,
You're
wow.
first to act.
One
You
card
can either
makes
check
that
or you
nice.
can bet.
What you got over there?
Oh my God.
Wait, did you?
That would be 1,200
That's
over
so
there.
bad. What do you
Deuce
got?
is wide, right?
No.
I can't believe you checked and see if it was 1,000 and you bet 1,000.
Just want to make
That's
sure.
just wrong.
So we've got a $1,000 bet, and that means you can either
He's
call
gotta get an
for
Uber
1,000 or you can
Come on.
go all in
So
for 12.
I mean, I literally have nothing.
Come on.
I'm not hiding the truth.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not bluffing. I
I'll
got
give it
nothing.
back to you.
All right, we're going in.
You,
Just
you
because
want to go
it'll be
all in
super
or you want
fun
to
to
call?
I'm
win.
gonna see 1,000. I'm gonna call.
Okay, so
So
you
much-
get
And I've got
200
nothing,
is
buddy.
backup. Okay, all right.
The rib.
So we got the side, this is the side, I'll put the
Okay.
side up here. Okay. All right, just to make
Oh,
things
and it's
interesting.
tie,
So Andrea, you can either check or bet.
Can,
Can I throw 200? in
Yeah,
there?
that's fine.
Yeah.
you're trying to kill the
So we
guy.
got.
Oh,
Just
Oh,
slowly
This is a better hand than I
taking
have.
all
I'm
of
taking
his
all
money.
those
I love
cards.
it. I love it. She bets 200 and he folds.
We don't even get to see what she.
You
No,
automatically
oh,
win the side bet,
Yes, but
Andrea.
you have to
If I
show.
win,
Okay.
you can have my money.
You have to show what happens.
All
I
right.
win, you can have
If
one.
I win,
Between
it's
you
going.
two.
I'll
Okay.
sit in for
So
you.
let's flip over and see who gets the big pot.
Oh my God.
Oh wow!
House. Wow.
Are you kidding me?
We're
The
going
look
to the
on his
casino over
face.
there.
Are
It
you?
was awesome.
Realize she had no pause whatsoever when she threw that 500 in the pot. I called it
She
a
had
tell.
nothing. She didn't. She's
I-
great because she had nothing the last time she did the same thing. I had aces, tens.
Oh,
Wait,
wait.
No,
No,
because
she
she
got
just
two
full
pairs.
house.
She's
She just
got
full
3 of a
house.
kind.
Just full
Yeah,
house.
with
I
the
just
full
have.
house,
I just have 2
think
pairs.
damn. That was close though. That was a good one.
Good job.
Good hand. That river really.
Congratulations.
Oh, that was so
You.
fun. I'm gonna
You.
look for
You
this
just took-
online just to take a
I
snap, a still of your
Freeze frame.
face,
I-
and I'm gonna make it my
I think-
desktop picture.
I think you have found your next career.
Yeah.
Did you know Facebook video posts have 135% greater reach than image posts? Here's a tip: know your audience. Upload video content that speaks to your most committed fan base who already know and like you. Their comments, likes, and shares will help spread your message and bring awareness to your brand. Quickly and easily publish videos to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at once with Brightcove Social. Learn more at brightcove.com.
All right,
Yeah,
so
got
we're
it,
gonna
got
just
it.
call this the all-in hand, which means it's the last hand, winner takes all kind of thing.
But
just
I have
for
to
the sake.
count my
So
life as
technically,
3,
Andrea is
4,
picking both of
5,
yours.
I think so.
6.
So,
She sure
Yeah.
is. She stands to lose the greatest on this. Actually.
Yes.
so I appreciate Joe's betting mojo. So
We're gonna
I
make it
appreciate
rain.
that.
You were fun to play with.
Yeah.
This was fun to play with. You 2 guys, I'll play
Oh
with
wait,
you.
there's not
Okay, sounds good.
Never play with the bank.
Yeah, the bank is
The
bank.
the no one breaks the bank.
All right.
First rule of
So-
what are we playing again? Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, no limit Texas home. Hold on to that. So, oh, actually, you are the big blind. I'm sorry, because we moved the dealer button and Joe's gone. So
No
you're small
kidding.
blind and you're big blind. So
But it's
We're
all
all
in.
We're all in.
It's-
I bet $9,700.
It's the blind leading the
You
blind.
go.
Yeah, so everybody's all in.
I got
Have
200.
just funded your first content marketing
I
effort.
did.
All right, so do you have a question? or
Yes,
you want
I
me
do.
to play this
I
hand?
want to
Okay.
ask you guys, what is one thing you want to do this year that you're not doing now with content marketing efforts? What if you could get more budget, or if you just had the ability to execute on something, what would it be?
I want more technical content in the pre-sales conversation.
Good.
That's what I want.
That's awesome. How about you?
Eisner Award-winning graphic novel.
Through content
Okay,
marketing.
that would be cool.
Correct.
Through content
Yes.
marketing. I
Correct.
like that. That's awesome.
Mine's very simple. I haven't touched the sales life cycle yet, so I just want to get in there. I'm still, I'm only a few months into this gig, but I'm still just touching, top of the funnel. So getting into there is my goal this year.
That'd be awesome.
Trying to help sales, convert to close deals.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool.
You'll do it.
Yeah, you will.
You'll do it.
It all depends on this hand.
Okay.
All right. So this is technically the
watch
all-in
Glenn
hand.
Gary Glenn Ross though, and make sure you understand the
So there's no
Yes.
blinds and all that
I've
stuff
got
because
the-
everything's just
Right,
in,
we're
right?
just,
Presentation
because we're at the
tomorrow.
end and we just want to
Every
wrap this up.
presentation has one
and
slide.
be
So
done, so.
do we just?
So, yeah, if you want to put your
Always be
cards
closing,
over, you
right?
can.
Yeah.
We're just doing this for fun at this point. So
Yeah.
There's no betting. It's just whatever the cards say.
Oh.
Cards say.
Show your cards.
And we have, who do we have as a winner? We got Jack 2 over
It's
there.
looking like
Yeah,
me.
Oh,
Kings and eights.
you
Kings and
ribbers.
eights. Look at that.
Look at that.
I will take my
Winner
200 from
takes
you.
that.
I'll take my 200, sir. There's only two of them.
No, it's all in. Oh, you only get two?
It's all in. I think.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
well-
You don't get
Oh,
all
mine
in.
then.
It's not technically how
Yes.
it works, but he's actually more correct than
Yes.
yeah. He would just get the 600. And yeah, no, but
Oh, that's
we're not
it?
playing anymore, so we're done.
Oh.
yeah.
Yes.
So I can
So if I
cash
ended
in.
up with
You
$9,700.
can try.
I am
Thank you
super
guys
happy
for
with
making
that.
this the most entertaining.
Yes, this was
game
very
we've
entertaining.
had so
Excellent.
far.
Oh, thank you
it
so
was-
much.
Thank you.
Thanks again for watching this episode of Enterprise Marketer. We hope to see you at Content Marketing World this year, where we'll be bringing the whole booth back and talking through some of these interviews, but then also doing a little show and tell and guided tour of how to do video marketing with a setup like ours, or some scrappy setups, or maybe even some semi-professional setups based off of your budget and your marketing efforts. And so come by and check us out. We'll be roving around, and we'll also be probably in the main hallway of the event, and we can't wait to see you there. But again, thanks for coming and watching the podcast. If you could, go over to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. 5 stars help us be known, and so it'll really help us get this message out if you could do that. And I hope to see you at Content Marketing World, and thanks again.